There's way too much noise going on in my head at all times. Example, I wake up to an alarm, I go and take a shower with music in the background, I eat my breakfast while watching a YouTube video, I turn on the radio while I'm driving to work, I edit videos for my job, come back, doom scroll, and then sleep with a podcast. There's not a single moment of my day that has anything to do with silence. And I think what's more interesting about that is that for the longest time, I thought that that was just normal. I think in the world we're taught that you are made valuable, your life is made valuable when you have a purpose, and that purpose results in you doing work. And that's a fascinating idea to me when you look at it from like this huge like forest outlook rather than the trees that we're dealing with every day. It's interesting to me because when I think about what success means in my mind and how money plays into that, my ideal life is not some life with a mansion and a boat and everything like that. I only want as much money as to keep me comfortable and keep a safety net so I can focus on things that bring me joy. And those things that bring me joy are people, passions, and creativity. And what's interesting about that is the things that bring me joy are often not the things that I'm focusing my energy on. I spend 8 hours a day at work, and yes, that is a must. Like, that is the reality of our world. But what am I doing with the rest of my time? I'm not focusing on the things that bring me joy. I'm focusing on what's on the app or what is on the TV. These things that give me like this temporary boost, but in the long run, I'm not getting anything out of that. The more I live, the more I realize that my parents were right. It really is that dang phone. And not in the sense of, oh, it's rotting your brain, in the sense that when my life is all here, I'm not focusing on anything else. All I'm focusing on is the noise. And the noise can be fun for a little bit, but if I'm thinking long term, when I put my phone down, I don't remember the TikToks that I watched. It's fascinating. I can sit on my phone for 3 hours scrolling TikTok. It is very easy because you're just scrolling and there are funny people on there or fascinating people. But when I put down the phone after that session, I couldn't tell you a single thing that I watched. And this may sound like a freaking old man. I may sound crotchety for saying all this, but I think there's something to be said about needing to not be in it all the time. Technology is a fact of our life. AI is a fact of our lives. The fact that we are surrounded by all of it is not something that we can change. And through the fact that technology is a fact of our lives, we are surrounded too by noise. We are surrounded by the noise of our phones. We're surrounded by the noise of the news. We're surrounded by the noise of the menial drama that we have to deal with in our day-to-day lives. We're surrounded by drama from people that we don't even know anything about. Let me ask you if this is just a me thing. Sometimes I'll be on TikTok and I'll scroll and scroll and scroll, and suddenly I'll be caught in this web of like, did you hear the problematic thing that this person did? And I'm like, I don't even know this person existed. And now I'm scrolling and scrolling, and everything is about that. And now I am inundated with the chaos of this thing that I don't need to care about, and it's just always there. And yet I get engrossed by it. And don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying we got to drop everything and be a caveman. But I am saying that we weren't built for all this noise. We are being conditioned to believe that this is normal, that our lives are normal this way, that it is normal to constantly be hit over and over and over again with all this stuff. And in reality, it's breaking us. I tried having my phone out in the kitchen in the nighttime to try and go to sleep. And I legitimately got anxiety from that. My phone was in my house. I knew where it was. It was in the other room. And yet I was mortified. I was panicking because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to wake up because I don't have my phone's alarm right there. And I was freaked out even more so because I didn't know if I could go to sleep. I didn't know if having somebody stream highlights on was the make or break on whether or not I was actually going to be able to get to some sleep. But yeah, I did end up getting sleep, to my surprise. No, I don't need noise. I don't need to know that it's all good. And if I need an alarm, I can just get an alarm clock. I don't need the $1,000 thing right next to me at all times. I know I'm not alone in this because there is a group of people my age that are trying to regress when it comes to the technology that they're using. They're calling it the dumb phone era. People are going out and purposely buying flip phones, purposely buying Blackberries to get back to a point where we're not so inundated with stuff. And I'm not saying that I'm going to go out and do that. Again, I have the phone right here. I'm not saying that it's a good or bad thing to have a phone. I'm simply pointing out that we are surrounded by this noise and it can get exhausting. It's not healthy. What really got me on this train is the book The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer. I'm going through it with a group of friends, and it's a really good book. If you have the time, and I know you do, pick this book up, read it. It may not change your life, but it might do something for you. And ultimately, that's all that matters. I'm still reading the book, so I won't give you my full thoughts on it, but what I've landed on in my reading is this idea that I need to remove the noise in my brain in order for me to chill. So what does that look like practically for me? What it looks like for me, at least, is that practice of putting the phone out before bed, taking at least 30 minutes before I go to sleep and not having my phone or not having any screen in front of me. It's caused me to take up reading and writing again. You can check out my blog where I post some of my writings. That one practice every night has helped me dramatically with my sleep. It's helped me dramatically with decompressing in general. And it's helped me dramatically with keeping my head in a space where I'm not going insane. Part 2 of that practice is I do the same thing in the morning. I try and make an effort to wake up earlier than when I need to, because I know that if I wake up closer to when I work, I'm going to end up rushing and I'm going to end up stumbling and stressing myself out. And I'm not waking up way before work. I'm waking up at 7 a.m. and my work is at 9. It's given me 2 hours. I live right by my work. I'm blessed that that's the case. So I can end up going and getting myself ready and taking my time and not touching my phone until my morning routine is done. And then by that point, I have a solid game plan for the day. I've allowed myself to wake up, process the night before, and be on my way. Ultimately, my thesis is this. If we're going to live a life of joy, we need to let room in our minds for silence. And again, I don't know what that looks like for you. It could look like taking a morning walk. It could look like simply deleting certain apps off your phone. But ultimately, we have to take this step, especially in our generation, because as we're looking forward, it's only going to get worse. Almost every social media app is designed to keep you on there because you are a product. You are a product for advertisers who sell things to you. And so the people that make these apps are designing them to keep you on there as long as possible so that these advertisers find it more and more valuable. So there is no chance in hell that we have a chance against that. We're going up against social scientists. We're going up against software developers. We're going up against machine algorithms. We're going up against billionaires. Do you think you have a chance? With love, do you think that we have a chance just living how we do day to day when it in the face of that? And it's only going to get crazier with AI. Half of the stuff that I get on TikTok is generated by AI now, whether it be clips that have been recycled through AI editing softwares or straight up AI videos right now. Everything is designed to be as colorful and eye-popping and loud as possible because it is incentivized for us to stay on the app. It's incentivized for you and me to be the perfect product. And the issue is that you're not a product. You're a person. You have the chance to do something beautiful in the world. Or you have the chance to have a price tag and be placed in a store aisle. I encourage you in this moment to think about which one you want to be.